sit there slagging me off, you absolute melt.
They are. Oh, he's gone. I think with Tucker Jenkins coming in, that sorted him out.
Angie, I am so sorry about that. Like, but I'm not having someone. I have like ADHD isn't mental health; it's a learning difficulty. I spoke about it once in a live because people didn't understand why I was so loud and like. Do you know, like I butt into people. I don't mean to be rude. It's just if I have something to say, I have to say it.
My friend's got it, love. Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I just explained that, and then ever since then, he's come at me going, "No one gives a crap about."
Right, but Callie.
So, but that's the only issue you've got. I don't know Corey. I don't know Dean. I've never sat there and said anything apart from you can't be sat screaming like that, telling everyone to F off, telling everyone to do this and do that.
No, I agree there. But what you've got to
that's all
understand,
I've ever said, Corey. That's all I've ever said. So he can't sit there coming at me like that, to say I'm slagging him off. I don't know the lad to slag him off.
Callie, what you've got to understand, right, is from his point of view, you sit in boxes every day with all of them discussing you, and you never say a word. You just sit there and allow it to happen. But that's the point that he's trying to get across. Is you're sat in the box when everyone else is talking about it.
Why should I stick up for someone that screams like that and goes for me like that when I have said nothing and done nothing? Why should I sit and defend or speak up for someone like that?
Yeah.
And when they personally come for me because I had a
disagreement. Listen, Kelly, what I'm saying is, Corey, listen, Kelly, listen, I'm actually going to talk to you now. When Corey just said what Corey just said is you were sitting there when they were all speaking about me, but you weren't not interjecting. You were interjecting. You were having your opinion on me, and you didn't know.
People.
Listen, you were having an opinion on someone you didn't know, and you were speaking about me. So yes, I have an opinion on you now. Listen, I have the video footage, girl. I put it on my page.
Calm down, both of you.
I fell out with Sammy. You only fucking hate me because
you honestly. And listen, I don't have to prove nothing. Listen, this app and time proves everything. All right. So you keep going, Kelly, because you're already not liked by a lot of people. All right, honey bunny. Okay, now piss off.
You seem to think that I care what people
listen. The truth.
Seem to think that I'm
truth's gonna come out at the end, Kelly Pad.
You did. I'd fire my own live up like you did.
Kelly,
I don't go live.
Kelly, there is video. There is. Listen. Oh, shut up! I can't even deal with this girl, man. Bye.
Calm down.
Listen, the truth is going to come out in the end. I don't know, Kelly. Kelly, have a good life. I don't know you, but the rest of them, the truth's going to come out. Goodbye.
Fine, but you can't come and attack me for no fucking reason. That's what I'm saying.
He's just said he doesn't know her. He's just said at the end of that when he's jumped down, I don't know her, have a good life, but the truth's going to come out. Why is it Kelly's responsibility to stop people talking about Dean when she doesn't know him?
This is my point. Like he's just said, I don't know him, so why am I going to interject on anything when I don't know this person?
End of the day, it's not my responsibility to stop people talking about Angie. It's not my responsibility to stop people talking about you, Corey. We're all grown-ass individuals here, and it's not Kelly's responsibility to stop anyone in Angie's life talking about Dean.
He had no answer apart from you speak about your ADHD. You speak about your mental health. So does that mean I should not like you? No, it doesn't. Like, what the fuck? Like, grow up.
If they don't,
I think it's just more.
Why do you give a shit about what they say?
Because I'm getting someone on this app. Someone on this app is running around slating me, going, "Oh, and Miss Callie this and Miss Callie that." Why? Why? If you don't know,
because they've got nothing else better to do, so they're going to do it to someone.
I think the difference here is that Callie's come in, heard herself being mentioned, and actually come in and spoken about it herself, rather than everyone else running around this app going, "Oh, so and so said this."
I've gone to.
She's just come straight here and addressed it.
I've come to him direct. I've never, every live he goes in, I am blocked. I am blocked from every single live he goes in. I heard that he was in here, so I thought, right, I came in, he mentioned me as soon as he came in. I wasn't even going to get in the box. But I thought, right, I'm approaching this because I'm not having near enough 2K worth of people thinking I'm something that I'm not. He has no reason to hate me. There is no story that I have done personally to him. So he cannot sit on an app slating me to 2K worth of people when I've done absolutely fuck all wrong.
Maybe it's my age, but I really don't give a shit about what anybody thinks about me, ever. And I'm 60.
So I've got anxiety, I've got depression, and I'm an overthinker.
I get it.
I'm not a people pleaser. I don't care what people are like. I don't care if people like me or don't like me, but I will not have someone sit in a box and fucking have a problem with me when I've done nothing.
I know, yeah,
personal.
it went in pretty strong, and I don't even know you guys, and it was like...
Yeah, I never met you, but I wasn't having him speaking to you like that. I don't even know you.
No, listen, guys. I don't expect anyone to get involved like that.
You do, because we're in the same box.
If you don't know him, don't let it affect you. It's not worth it.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, no, honestly, guys, I appreciate it, but honestly, have your own opinions on Dean. Do you know what I mean? Don't let me and Dean affect whatever opinions you have on either of us. Do you know what I mean? We're all adults. Shit happens. I'm sorry, Delusive. I just wanted to say my piece. And I hope you all have a good day anyway. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you've got to apologise.
You're Angie's mod, are you not?
Yeah, I am Angie's mod, yeah.
Well, how come you keep muting me every time I wanted to say something?
I was trying to, what it was, I was muting you and MT, but as soon as I muted MT and then muted you, he'd unmute, and then I'd mute him, you'd unmute. I was trying to mute you both to say one at a time, but obviously it was just, between me trying to unmute you two and watch the comments, it was very hard for me to do. So I apologise if you felt that I was personally just muting yourself, but I was generally trying to mute the both of you, but yous have got quick fingers and I couldn't fucking keep up, to be quite honest.
I mean, this is the first time I've ever come in a box, and I feel exhausted already listening to everything. God knows how you guys do this every day, because it's
You'll need a volume
crazy. But funny and crazy at the same time.
Yeah. I know, it's great, isn't it?
Oh, like...
Another
better than watching Loose Women, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to let you get back to your live. I didn't mean to take over. I apologise again, but thank you for letting me in the box. And Angie, I'm sorry if you thought I was just muting you. I was generally muting you both. So I'll see you. Bye-bye.
You take care, my love.
And you. Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye, love. No.
Oh.
Bloody hell.
You guys have this because I've got a clean.
When I hear a man bellowing at a woman, it triggers me.
How old is he?
It just comes across in the wrong way. He's extremely passionate. He just doesn't know how to calm down.
Yeah, but it triggers me because of, DV and...
Yeah. He's honest to God, though. I talked to him off the app. He's a very, very nice boy.
He
gets too passionate.
He's directing his anger at the wrong person. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of association.
It's a trigger point for me.
Yeah, it's guilty by association.
It brings back memories, and it's horrible. And that's when I ended up saying something because it was bringing too many memories back.
Oh, Belinda.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I had to tell him, shut up.
I get you, Belinda, but I promise you, these might not be lives for you, darling. Then I'm afraid because they're all.
Yeah, I honestly think, right? Some of us do come across. Some of us might be passionate. It might come across as aggressive, but it's not. I get told it all the time. It's just
yeah. I know.
I speak honestly. Some of us don't mean that way. We never want to put that thought in anyone's head.
It's just how people take it. If you take it in the wrong way, you take it in the wrong way.
Paige, how old are you?
Say it.
How old am I? I'm 18.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
You could be passionate. It's not what you say, it's how you're saying it.
Exactly. My son's like that. My middle son. Now, all three of my lads, if they raise the voice, I don't mean they don't shout at me as such. You know what I mean? They wouldn't dare.
Yeah.
They're all married with children and they're all successful. But my middle son, when he raises his voice, scares me to death. And I know he's never going to hurt me. He's a gentle giant. But
the thing is, when they raise their voice, you switch off because all you can hear is this.
Yes.
It's the noise. So it's not. Sometimes they can't get across what they want to say, so they get loud and loud, and then you switch off. So it all goes. Everyone's fighting against each other. Then after that, and then you can't.
So basically, those men need to whisper.
Yeah.
You see that in itself irritates me.
No, that's what I mean. No, but that's what I mean. I'm learning about this.
I don't think men need to silence themselves for women as much as women don't need to silence themselves.
What do you do
for
then?
men.
If someone's arguing with you, can you not argue back?
Exactly. It should be allowed.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just certain
I'm gonna beef with you like this.
Oh, trigger. Trucker, you're whispering way too loud, man. You're triggering me.
I don't want to go down that road. Come on. I'm a red flag narcissist, Anna. Come on.
Maybe we could be somebody's.
It's not everyone. It's just certain ones.
Whispering
and swearing. The swearing and calling their names. It was horrible.
I have two grown boys, 38 and 28. And I've learned over the years when they want something to say, and I look at them and say, all right, stay calm. And that triggers them off, and they're like, right, okay, quiet. And then, but they're the nicest boys that my sons are, everything to me. But sometimes they don't know how to express themselves. They get a bit loud.
I just think if you're easy triggered, you probably want to steer clear of Angie's live, of EQ's live, of CLA's live, of Miss Red's live, of anybody's live that lets anybody in the box with an opinion.
Because it gets hot in this kitchen.
It gets well hot up in here, man.
Oh, I know. I was in here the week when...
calm down.
I was actually in here.
Some stranger on the end of a phone telling me what I am or not that I am, and that no one knows me. So I'm quite happy to listen to it. I've actually listened for the years, all everybody and everything, all EQ, Miss Red and everything. I think it's great.
Yeah.
A lot of it isn't, but
I was in here when
if you can handle it, you can handle it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think there's people out here taking this app far too serious. That's the problem. Just remember, it's just an app. You can switch it off, and I think we should ban the word trigger.
There's too many people on the period in here sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes people haven't got that in their lives. It's
on the old jam rag.
Connect with people.
Are you on yours now? Are you on yours now, Trucker?
What?
Are you on yours now?
That's why I can't stop eating. I'm coming on.
Is that what it is, love? You're a bit bloated.
I've been snacking all day on kids' sweets. Tell them coming on.
Are you in all-inclusive, Trucker?
All-inclusive where? In my kitchen?
Oh, I thought... Oh, I've got...
No, he's on his period.
I thought you went on holiday.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my God.
I used to say to my lads, go get a Tampax.
Well, I might need one.
Right, I'm off anyway, guys. I'll leave yous lot to get triggered. See you later.
Bye, love.
Oh, sorry, I saw your picture. I thought you were on holiday. Sorry.
No, that's just an old picture.
Oh.
It's a very nice picture.
When you were back 20 years ago.
Oh, 2 months ago.
Oh.
20 years ago.
Me grief.
Hope you have a lovely time.
Right, Angie.
Yeah, I'm going to come off now. I'm tired now. I'm going to sleep.
Bye, guys.
Angie,
nice to meet you, Trucker.
Thanks for adding me.
See you later, mate.
First time in a box and that. Thank you for that.
You guys.
Explain it in layman terms, making it quite simple for people. So he's not trying to use big words and this, that, and the other. He's just simplifying it and letting you know and showing you what it is. And he pauses the clips, he explains to you what's just happened there. Then he rewind it, let you listen to it again. It's just very, very clever, and people need to see it, I think, because I don't think people can.
I think tonight he's going to be standing on business.
What time? 11:30?
Yeah, after EQs. That's why EQ told everyone to go in there. I thought you was there last night, Andrew. Remember that he was? She said to go.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's that guy. She's proper likes him. They're like the king and queen now. I'm telling you, if them two link up, mate, God knows what's going to happen. They'll be invincible.
You just put that right into my head there.
Emma, I'm sure. Yeah, people will record it. I'm sure and put it up tomorrow. I'll be sleeping.
Oh yeah, there's stuff about it. It was.
I think what I like about him is he looks on the psychological side of things, and I think that it becomes really interesting. But I just saw a comment in the comments and it said he talks so slow, and he really does talk slowly. That's the only thing.
Someone said he does talk like Carl.
I think he should do one on Corey.
I love Corey Pickett, like the real one, the actor. I think he's so fucking hilarious.
But yeah,
there's something about that. There's something about that, Corey, that I don't trust. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it.
Corey has been caught with underage children.
Oh, by the way, Callie, well done for going in there and saying something. You done good.
Oh, thanks, guys. Honestly, It's nothing. So I'm just sick of it. Sick of everyone just running around the app. Like, just approach the person personally. Stop running around an app and trying to spin a narrative on everyone and approach it directly. It's fucking annoying me now.
Well, that karma.
And just a message, just an announcement to all the trolls out there, right? You got to stop trolling me about yesterday, because yesterday's yesterday. I actually spoke to that person on a personal level. So please stop coming for me now, because it's really pathetic and boring. Find someone else to bully. Please, thank you.
Oh, have you spoke? What is that? What from the live that you come from yesterday? Yeah.
Yeah. So I spoke to that person.
I was even getting shit about that last night. It's like at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, mate. I had all trolls coming in having a go at me about it being in here. Apparently, I was sticking up for you and sticking up for Evil Queen. I was like, mate, I hardly said anything yesterday. Like, it was really strange. So the fact that I now know that you've squashed that's good, because.
Well, I don't know if it's squashed, but she just said how she felt. I told her exactly how I felt, and I said, don't spread lies about that. Like, I've said, I called you this name. I didn't call you the name. I said, I was in a live that you was in and I was homophobically abused. That's exactly what I said. I'll get Ange to replay the live back and you can hear everything I've said. And then that was it. And it was just end of conversation, basically. She said what she said. I said what I said, and done.
At the end of the day, I know who they are. I've got no issues with them, and same as I know you. All I'd done was make sure you was all right. I didn't actually pass any judgment or comment on any of that. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't there, so I wouldn't sit there and make a comment because I didn't know what happened, because I weren't there. I was just more interested in knowing that you was okay. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously, and that was it. Like I said, that's all I'd done, and that's what I said on the live last night. All I'd done was support somebody that was clearly upset and a little bit affected by what had happened, for quite rightly, if that's what he had just been through. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what am I going to do? Expect me to say nothing to this person? Of course I'm not going to.
And I think people think that I'm new here. Like, I've been on this app for like 5 years, 4 years, 5 years. Like, I'm so hardened to trolls. Like, so you're just wasting your energy filling up my inbox. Like, because I just don't even look at the message. I just delete. I'm really not concerned or bothered at all. I'm getting on with my day. So, like, you're wasting your time if you want to troll me, because it don't affect me at all.
Yeah.
Let them troll. Just block them.
What's that word say, Glenn? Is what's to say? Chill in here and anybody. I can't read that word. What's like? Sorry, it's my dyslexia.
Glenn is
saying that you're chilled out. Like,
how can anyone have beef?
Yeah.
I used to say it's chill in here. How can anyone have beef?
Listen, I've had my arguments on the app. I've made my mistakes. No one's innocent. Do you know what I mean? I've got my own enemies. Do you know what I mean? That don't like me and this, that, and the other. I've never done nothing major, but people just decide to go at you. Do you know what I mean? And that's how people are. And if they hear me in a conversation that they feel that they can use that situation yesterday to try and just come at me and try and have a go at me, that's what I think happens. Do you know what I mean? Because everyone makes their troll accounts and they just like thing. But the thing is with me, I just block people. When I see through somebody or I don't like something, I don't argue with them. I block them and get rid of them. And everyone like comes at me for that and thinks that's out of order. But I'm like, no, I'm not going round and round in circles. If you show me that kind of energy, you come at me like that, there's no point in going around. If once you show me it, that's it. I don't do second chances really no more. Do you know what I mean? Because what's the point? You just know it's going to happen. Nothing's ever... When you have that first real big fallout with somebody, the trust is broken, they've said things about you, they've broke your confidence. Both sides, not just them, you as well. The bottom line is the relationship never goes back the same. And there's always a little bit in the back of your head. You don't trust that person. And the first time something goes wrong, that's the first thing that gets brought up and thrown in your face. So I don't waste my time with that no more. People might think that's a bit strange, but I ain't got time for it no more. I want to move on. I'm on a journey of trying to really heal and improve myself. And I can't be getting involved in just constant arguments every day about stuff that doesn't really matter. I need to concentrate on me. I like being around people that are chill, and I want to be around people that are water. I don't want to be around people that are fuel, just want to keep on rearing me up and setting me off or blah, blah, blah. I want to be about people that are water, that put the fire out, keep me calm, keep the situation calm, and everything's fine. Do you know what I mean? What's the point? Otherwise, you
best outlook, Glenn.
That's the right way to be, Glenn.
One of the best outlooks.
And I think that first of all, Glenn, I apologise that happened to you off the back of what was going on with me. So I do apologise for that. I just feel the same. You know, like it's all about just coming on TikTok, chilling with your friends, talking to people, having opinions. Do you know what I mean? There's opinions to be had. Like, I could have sorted that. I could have carried that on yesterday and went into people's lives and done all that, and people were egging me on, watching from the outside. They're all egging me on to go in there, saying things about me. But I'm not here for that. Do you know what I mean? I gave my opinion, and that was my opinion. And if people don't like my opinion, then block me and you don't need to see me.
That's the thing. It's your opinion. Like, just because I don't get on with somebody, this is something I've learned in my life. I never try to cast my opinion on a person to another person. So if I don't get on with somebody, I'll never try to destroy that relationship between somebody else, because they might get on really well. Like, I used to have two best friends, mate, like, and both of them could not be in a room together, but I never understood, because I was like, hang on, I like that person, I'll get on with them both, but they can't be together because they just dislike each other with a passion. And that is the reality of the world. Just because I don't like that person or they've done me wrong, it doesn't mean that they're not going to do somebody else good and be good for that person. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's how I try to keep to that opinion now, because it's not anyone's right to ruin something for somebody else. Just because I've fallen out with other people, it's not their right to come in here and say to Canadian Angie, oh, actually, Glenn's problems, we've had arguments with him before, he's this, he's that, blah, 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 and then to try and ruin my thing. So it's the same as when someone come in my life now trying to put me under pressure for being in here and supporting you in that moment to try and sort of strong arm me into not coming around you. And that's just not, I don't agree with that. Like, I get on with you. Just because they don't, it doesn't mean that they can't get on with me. But if there's going to be an issue, I will just block them people, because I will then just stop that commotion for myself there and then, because as far as I'm concerned, I can't be friends with them if it's going to cause me an issue. It's not going to be nothing to do with you. That's their problem. You're not trying to strong arm me. They are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think that's a really good way to look at things. You know, like all of us in the boxes, everyone in the comments. Yeah, not everyone's going to get on, right? Angie's going to like creators that I don't like. Glenn's going to like creators that I don't like. Georgia and Callie and everyone else in the box, like, we're going to like people that other people don't like. But as long as you keep your friendship with people and it doesn't affect you if they like other people that you don't like. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and if people could live by that, then life would be so much easier. Like,
people don't know this, Mikey, and I'm not trying to listen. Canadian Ange knows I love her anyway. She's amazing. But I found out 2 days ago that my daughter's now going to get diagnosed with a heart condition. Yeah, she's only 13. Now, Hans straight away was in my life when I was talking about it, and she's offered to help me with that, support me with it, because she has knowledge of it. So for me, what's going on with everybody else, I understand that they've got issues, but me on a personal level, that person reached out and offered me support in a situation that's actually really difficult for me to be dealing with at the moment. Do you know what I mean? And that's why you always can't just judge what's going on. I'm never going to take anyone's side. I'm never going to cast my opinion on one side or the other side. It's just mutually, I'm going to talk to each person and treat them the way that they're treating me at the end of the day. Unless something's actually directly done to me, it's not my business, because otherwise everyone would just be falling out with everybody. And you see that on the app. That's what happens. Most of the people that are beefing people have actually not got a personal problem. They've just jumped on the bandwagon and jumped on that ship and gone, boom, I'm
Angie.
Right for you.
Sorry, Glenn. I mean? Angie. Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, I think you're right, Glenn, totally. I think that, you know, like you said, I'm really, really sorry to hear about your daughter, by the way, bro. And my inbox is always open. You can message me whenever you want. Like, I'm always here for you. I just think that's right. Like, because Han offers you that help, and because everybody else doesn't speak to Han, or someone has issues with Han, it doesn't mean that you can't go and be friends with Han, or Hans can't help you. Do you know what I mean? And I think that if people live by that on TikTok, then it would be better. But no, people don't do that. So like you said, when people beef on TikTok, it's about TikTok beef, right? It doesn't mean that you hate that person and you wish illness on that person, you wish badness on that person. It's just TikTok beef, and that is what TikTok's about. Do you know what I mean? And everyone went exploding to something massive yesterday about what happened with me and that said person. But that said person messaged me. I messaged that said person back, and that's it. I don't know whether it's squashed or anything. It was just a conversation. They said their bit. That was it.
If you guys settled it, that's fine. And I hope you feel better about that it's settled with that person. But my only concern is, just because she settled it with you, don't think that that's not going to stop that person from doing it to someone else. Because listening to their lives, even yesterday, last night in Han's live, a girl, it wasn't Han, but you know, they say how I allow stuff in my boxes. A girl said again, she was going to dig up our relatives. I was a bitch. So just because they stopped, Mikey, that narrative with you because she wants to smooth it over, whatever she wanted to do, don't think that they're not going to go and attack someone else in the same way. So I'm different than you. If they're doing it to me, I'm not going to give them a free pass or ever want to talk to them again. because I know that that's who they are, and that type of, I guess, I can't find my words, but that's just who they are. So they squashed it with you, but the next person that goes in may get the exact same thing as what you got.
Yeah, and when I say that he's squashed and everything, I will never forget, and I'll never go in that person's life, and that person will never be in my life, you know. And I totally 100% agree with you, Ange. Do you know what I mean? But the situation now is like, I'm cool. I was cool anyway. Do you know what I mean? But I could have took it further. I could have went into the lives and said my piece and said what I had to say. Loads of people were telling me, go and say your bit, say your bit. But why am I going to do that? And what people need to remember as well, I'm a 43-year-old man. Right? That person is a young girl. You know, and that is a situation on TikTok where I find very hard. When you're beefing with people, you've got something to say and opinions are going and opinions going, right? It's always a man's talking to a woman. You know what I mean? So it's very hard for me to clap back at people sometimes because I think that people are going to look at that, why is a big man going at a girl like that? That's really bad. Do you know what I mean? So you have to be very careful in what you say. But in real life, like on the street, if someone comes for me on the street, I will come back at them. Do you know what I mean? But on TikTok, because you'll get a bad name, you've got to be so careful of what you say to people. And that's why I'm just like, bam, I just say what I say. And if people don't like my opinion, they don't have to like me. You can unfollow me, you can block me, wherever I am, you don't need to be there. And if I trigger you, then I apologise for that, but don't be around me if I trigger you.
The way I see it is, at the end of the day, at this precise moment, like with loads of people on the app, at the end of the day, everyone's alerted to certain things and certain things have been said. The moment that is witnessed by me, because that's the most important thing for me these days. Not that I don't believe anyone or this, that and the other, but I always feel that I can't go and make a choice on what somebody else has told me. It needs to come from me, or I need to witness it for myself or be involved in it. Does that make sense? So that's not discrediting anything what anyone's been through or anything that's gone on, but I just feel that it's always best to go for your own state of mind. Do you know what I mean? Because the clarity's there then. It is there. And if that happens, that happens. At the moment, I personally, for whatever reason, have never been in any of these lives where any of this has gone on. So I haven't actually seen it. But I'm not really spending loads of time in people. This is probably the only live I've really come in, and one of my other friends. Apart from that, I'm not really doing that. And there's a reason for that, because there's just, at the moment, it's just so much hate and negativity everywhere. It's just really hard to be around it all for fun. Do you know what I mean? You come on here to chill, innit?
You know what? Listen, at the end of the day, the negativity is all on this room because it's building itself. People are coming in, blah, blah, blah. So they're going to, as you've heard them all say, they're going to do anything to take it down. So you guys being in here, being associated with me, I guess, or this platform is what's causing the problem.
But there's nothing malicious in here, though, Andrew.
But it doesn't matter. They're the malicious ones. They want this gone. So you heard today from Crackpot Dean that, I don't, blah, blah, blah. And you heard what everything Corey said and like the threats, they're coming for you. We're going to expose that. What are you going to fucking expose? Me talking bad about people when shit was happening?
I mean,
go ahead. Expose it all. What are you going to say? That I said EQ was a bitch when she told him to go off himself or use the blades, whatever. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I was sticking up for you. What else are you going to say? I'm not, go ahead and do it. You know, there's going to be legal ramifications. I'm going to assume this is going to be a big, because Miss Red's coming back on Monday. It was said by them that she's coming back. We all knew she wasn't going to stay away. So you've got the likes of everyone that wants to take down EQ is going to come after me. They're putting stuff in the Discord to cause more shit for EQ. So this is what's happening. As a collective of the other ones, like fucking DG Decor, who MT, Miss J, who sits there on her lives and cries and then bullies people, and she doesn't like to be talked about, or she doesn't, but she can do it to everyone else. She's another Miss Red. So collectively, they've all joined forces and they've got one common denominator, which is Dean. So what does Dean have? So I'm going to tell you the Dean story, since he thinks we talk about him every day, because none of you even know who he is.
I don't know who he is.
Dean used to be in CLA's chat. When things started going, and we made friends in CLA's chat. When things started getting bad with CLA and her mods were lying and all, that's a whole other story. And they were all coming after me, blah, blah, blah. Dean piped up, stood up for me, went in the boxes and stood up for me, and we became friends. So me and Dean developed a friendship. We both kind of left CLA. I don't know where he moved to. I kind of moved towards DG and EQ here and there. And we talked a lot. So of course the WhatsApps are going to be fuck this person, fuck that person, this person's a bitch. If he thinks that putting that out there is going to hurt me, it's not, because I don't care. At that time, those were my feelings. That's how I felt. And whatever, put whatever you want. Go put all the WhatsApps on misreads, get all your text messages. I don't care. The people that I've had to apologize to, or not even apologize, the only person was Harley, because I did say shit about him and I do like Harley. So I said, look, he knows what was said. And that's it, done. Everyone else, go ahead. What are you going to say? I said EQ was a bitch. Go ahead, knock yourself out. Don't give a fuck. But him, he has no fucking leg to stand on. Because as he was in every box crying about what EQ Minx did and EQ did, he's in the WhatsApps laughing about it. So you're not credible. So his whole problem was this. Because EQ had said what she said to him, I was not allowed to gift EQ. If I was his friend, this is his whole story, and I have recordings of DG that I'll put up in regards to all this. So DG was told this before he came after me as well. So the common denominator again is Dean in here, because Dean's got the WhatsApps. Of course he does. We were good friends. And of course I talked bad about everyone in defense of him. 100%. So Dean's going to take whatever. I forgot where it was. So here, common denominator is Dean. Dean thinks he's got all this shit. Dean also knows there's legal ramifications to what he's going to do. We're all under the Commonwealth. No problem. Again, they're going to come out with these WhatsApps. They're going to try to make me look like a bad person. Oh my God, she's such a bitch. I'll put out my own WhatsApps. No problem. I can't put out his, but I can put out my own. His whole problem was this. When EQ was sticking up for EQ Minx over the rollerblade thing, Dean took it to every box and was like, what you heard now was very mild. Dean would scream at the top of his lungs. He would freak out about EQ. And I'm like, yeah, sticking up for him, going, yeah, she's a bitch, and get your police report. It's all there in the WhatsApps. And then when Dean would jump into the WhatsApps, he would start, famous bitch, like it wasn't really affecting him. He was putting on a show for the boxes to take down EQ, because there is, I don't even know if I can show those, but there's a police reports and everything they were going to do to EQ. Didn't work, didn't happen. It's social media and nobody cares. But Dean still goes on, I'm taking down now Angie and EQ. Go ahead, do it, because that's just your ignorance. Do it. You didn't take her down the first time with that she told you to go off yourself. You're not taking her down the second time with whatever you think you have. So little Dean now wants this, again, the WhatsApps in the background, and Bella was there, Harley was there. It's not like I'm making this up. Without even releasing the WhatsApps, he was in the background saying, I'm going to pounce at the right time. Gets in a box. EQ, my part. Get in the box. Famous, darling. You watch. We're going to blow up this app. This is what Dean was doing. This is what he was doing. At that point, I thought, you know what? I have no problem right now with EQ, because you're using her to try to get and he's still doing it, and to try to get yourself to get the platform. This is all Dean's ever talked about, was he wanted a big platform as an Irish singer, and it's in every fucking message and then he would say, we're going to take over this app. We're going to do this. We're not going to do anything. At the end of the day, I can gift whoever I want. Corey, who was EQ's mod at the time and gifting EQ, Dean did not have a problem with Corey. Dean was trying to control me and telling me who I could gift and who I couldn't, and how gifting EQ was going against him. And Dean, that's where Dean is crying today. He didn't get what he wanted. He couldn't control me anymore and manipulate me. So when Dean wouldn't come live, because we had Catherine, we had other people like Bella that we all started with, Dean, I would go live because no, I'm not going yet. And I would say, Dean, if you're going to have a comeback here, you got to do this before the 2 weeks, because everyone's going to forget who the fuck you are. No one's going to give a shit in 2 weeks what EQ did. No, I'm not ready. Okay, fine. But you can't stop me from starting a live. And we would come in the morning. It would be Bella, Catherine, Harley. We'd have like 5 people in here, and we were happy as pigs in poop. We didn't give a shit. Nobody wanted a platform. But Dean still, he would see, you know, whatever. He would never come into the lives, but he would be in the WhatsApp laughing and joking it up. Hold on.
It was pushing us. It was pushing us like, oh, to become big. Let's battle. Let's do this. We didn't care. We were happy, the 5 of us. We used to have fun. So we really don't care about the views. We are literally happy with just a bunch of people.
You don't.
And we are not for the money. At least me and Angie don't need the fucking money. We don't need to back on this up.
Yesterday, sorry, Bella, before I forget, because you know my head. Yesterday, let's leave Dean for a minute. In Paigey yesterday said, when Miss Callie, I think, was still in the box, she turned around and said that I was in it for the gifts. Callie turned around and said, no, she doesn't ask for gifts. Oh, and then Paigey said, so this is where I mean forgiving these people. You can't forgive them because they carry a story. Everyone hates the word narrative. They carry a storyline and just make it up as they go. Oh, well, I'm sure when she sees those views going up, everyone's eyes light up, and I don't care. So they're trying to spin a different storyline on me when they don't know anything about me.
You tell me I'm forgifted every time you see it. You always
well, I'm just saying. So going back to Dean, when I started coming live with just me, Bella, Harley, Catherine, whoever, we'd do our little boxes and we would start talking. And I won't even say the other part because it might be hurtful. But anyways, we would come off and then the lives started picking up and we would get more people. And then EQ would come in. And of course, EQ is going to bring you people. And then they just grew and grew. Well, he couldn't stand it. He couldn't take it because that's what he wanted. He didn't get it. That's why they keep saying, oh, EQ made your room. Is EQ here right now with 980 people? No, it's the people. We're the room. Everyone in here is the live. It's not my live. It's everybody's. Because if it was mine and I'm just sitting there on my own, I haven't done a thing. It's everybody in here that carries the live. It's everyone that likes everyone in here that carry, not me. It's everyone. It's everyone's live. I don't sit there and over talk anyone. I don't stop anyone from talking, blah, 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 blah. So Dean, the anger that he has is that he wanted the platform that he never got. He thought when he would wait his 2 weeks and come out and start talking about EQ, that he was going to get the platform because all the EQ haters were going to follow him. He didn't get it. So when he's still 3 months later or 4 months later still arguing the exact same point, buddy, give it up. Nobody cares. Corey was involved from day one. Corey wrote a letter and said, I give up, hands up. I will post that letter. He put hands up. I'm getting out. Angie and EQ win. Nobody won anything, Corey. Like, fuck off. Corey is the biggest two-faced liar, attention seeker. He's got Dean. Dean's got the WhatsApps. So now you got DG that hates me because he lost a gifter. You've got MT, Miss J, Miss Red's come back on Monday. Dean thinks, oh, I've got all these people. I've got all these people because I can put shit out about Canadian Angie. Go ahead. Nobody fucking cares.
And also they like pushing us here, like, oh no, you need to be on cam, like let everyone, because we're gonna get more views. We were like, we don't give a shit about the views. We don't want to be on camera. Angie doesn't want to be on camera. I think a couple of times we did.
But you remember, Bella, remember when he forced me to go fucking battle and I had no makeup on? And I did
the same. I was in bed when we battle EQ, the 4-way battle. Yeah. I was there as well, and I was in bed lying down without makeup. Both of us.
Because
we opened the camera because of him. Yeah, and but we don't care.
And do you know what they say about groups like that?
Sorry, Glenn. I'm sorry. Obviously, if you're gonna be opening the camera, you're gonna have way more views. But you don't give a shit. We don't give a shit. It's not because we are ugly. You saw us. Obviously, we are not ugly. And it's just our choice, We don't want to be on camera. That's it. And we don't care about the
They
views.
don't even like each other. That's the thing. They don't even like each other, groups like that. Yeah, they all together, but they don't even like each other. What everyone's got in here, everyone has a genuine like for each other. That's probably the biggest thing that everyone's going to be jealous of in this life.
But here's the thing. Corey's jumped on the bandwagon with Dean. Corey has to realize that there's a lot of shit out on Corey. EQ could bury him in a second if she wanted to.
You didn't
In
even want
1
him in there
second,
that
Corey
day,
would
did
be
you?
done. 1 second, and Corey would be done. Honestly,
Remember when
if you're gonna
EQ let
do
him
that,
back in
that's
here
what
that time? You didn't even want him in there, so you've been calling that out for whatever. You've never changed your
You're
opinion.
not ugly. I'm not ugly. I just don't want to be on camera.
No, Bella,
You're beautiful, Bella. I love
you've
you.
got nothing to prove, mate. Nothing
I
to
love Bella. But anyways, Dean didn't get what he wanted. So Dean's still freaking out about something that happened 3-4 months ago. Again, Corey, it was okay for Corey to gift EQ and be his mod but it wasn't okay for me to gift EQ. And DG said it, you know, it was like a slap, you know, when you go gift somebody that said something, but Corey was her fucking mod. Corey was gifting her left, right, and center. But Dean wasn't angry about that. He kept his relationship with Corey, but he came after me for gifting EQ because Dean was trying to control and manipulate me in every way that he could. He didn't want, I'm going to say this now, Catherine, and I'm sorry. He didn't want the old people in his boxes. He said, how did we become the old people group? And I said, yeah. But he did love you, Catherine. I would come on in the morning and I would put the older ladies in the box. Annie, whoever, Catherine. He wanted to move away from that. He wanted this great platform. So if these are the things that he's going to put out there, go ahead and put them out. I don't care. This is what he has. He has WhatsApps of us talking about different people, going hard on EQ after the Blade thing. This is what he has. And this is what Corey thinks is going to bring down me. Corey, think again, because there's so much shit on Corey with underage children. If you go on my page, go tap the Zach the Brat one where Zach confronted him on it and he just laughed. So if Corey thinks he's going to sit in delusive alcoholic Angie's box and splew his shit when Zach came out to him and Corey had no reply, because it's all true, Corey needs to take a seat because Corey comes out tough, but then
Zach humbled him.
Sorry?
Zach humbled Corey.
Zach did call out Corey. Zach did, and Zach said, if you watch that video on my page, I took it from whoever had it posted, Zach called him out and said, I thought you were a good person, but now I'm seeing different. And that is Corey. And Corey and Zach even said, I'm not going to use that word, but whatever Zach said about him in regards to underage kids and gifting them. No, I don't even think it's underage. Gifting boys, giving them gifts in return for pictures and other stuff. So that's on Zach. He already said it. The video's there. For everyone that whatever's going to come out, just understand who these two people are and why they're doing what they're doing. They've got a collective with everyone that hates this group, hates that the numbers go up. They can't stand it. Delusive Angie only gets her views when she's drunk and cutting off her hair. Other than that, and talking about her dad and her brother and blah, blah, blah. Other than that, she's got nothing. There's 3 people that know every conversation with Dean, and that's me, Bella, and Harley. On group chats, then we had our own chat, and you want to put it out, you're going to face the legal ramifications. I don't care who Corey's dad is, because Corey's dad will lose his job. And again, we're all under the Commonwealth. So bring it. Bring it. Do what you got to do. That'll pass, and I'll still be here.
Yeah, you can't bring somebody down that doesn't care about numbers anyway, Andrew. So it's not really an issue for you, is it? There's nothing.
But Dean said we get on here every day and talk about him. Do you guys, have I talked about Dean except for today after what he did?
I have no clue.
You guys
I have no clue who he is. I didn't know until today. And the first time
I know who he is.
But he wants to spin that, she's talking about you. No one's talking about you. No one cares about you. I don't care about you. Every time you go in a box, and then he had us all thinking he went to the hospital. I put one challenge to Dean on the date, and I have the date that you said you went to the hospital. Post your release letter from the hospital, because you said you got sleeping tablets. You said it on the live, and Catherine or somebody said to you, but don't you have sleeping tablets? And you turned around and said, oh, no, they don't hand those out. So you tripped up yourself. But I put a challenge to Dean today, because I know he's listening. Get your release form from the hospital that day and post it. And then I might believe that you went to the hospital, because I don't think you did. I don't think you did. The way you were talking, you didn't go anywhere. But if I'm wrong, post it. Post it the day you went with that date after what EQ said to you. post that you were so mentally distressed and post that fucking thing. And then I'll believe that you were mentally distressed. Because in the WhatsApps in the background, you were not mentally distressed. You wanted to pounce on the app. You wanted to take down EQ. You wanted to put her in jail. Did it work for you, buddy? No. So now you're coming after me. Good luck to you. Don't give a shit. Go sing. You wanted to sing. You didn't want to do boxes anymore. You were sick of the boxes. You wanted to become a big Irish singer. Why don't you concentrate on that? Why don't you concentrate on being the big Irish singer? Because I don't care what you do. I don't care what you say. All you come out is looking like some person who needs to maybe go get some mental health help, because I really think you need it. And that's my opinion, because you're always screaming and yelling and trying to prove some point. You're degrading women. You're not letting anyone talk. Your point is the biggest point. And I won't get into your ex. When you say I lost my ex, the guy that outed you to your family, the guy that put posters up, you said that on a live. I've got the screen recording. I'm not releasing anything that you didn't say on live. So take your best shot, Dean. Don't give a shit. Go for it. Go expose it on Miss Reds. I'm this mean, nasty person. Do it. I'll still show up the next day and I'll still go on live. Done. So they think they've got this big story. Go ahead and do it. Do it. Don't give a shit. Don't give a fuck. Don't care. And that's it. I'm done. Hello, everybody. How's everybody's day?
I was going to say the last time I heard of Dean's name was the last time he went live and was screaming and yelling and
even the comments, Angie, who's Dean? And then you've got the little mods that were modded for all of 2 fucking days who went on this little spree of, because I knocked him out because one was just a victim. The other one came on a live just crying. And I'm thinking, what are you doing? This is like an app. Like, we all felt bad for what happened, but there was reasons behind what happened. Then they went and said all their mod powers were taken away. They couldn't do anything. Right out lies. Nobody took your mod powers away. That's not who I am. It's just, they just went on with of course, Dean, as soon as he heard that, pounced on those 2 people and started his whole storyline there. Go ahead, Bella. Thank you.
Who's that F1?
What do you mean? No, I'm not talking.
It's still with the old people.
Yeah,
Some of the old
he
people
did love you, Catherine. Like, I think he did care about you, to be honest. But he didn't. I think he did at some point, but he's very manipulative and he's very calculative, and he thinks he's very smart, but he's not. He just got on Delusive Angie saying how he's so hot and who wouldn't want me, and like that's just something's just wrong. Like, I have nothing with having all your self-confidence, but when you're in a box and you're saying, look at my 6-pack, I'm not really flowing with that flow, to be honest. But whatever, you do you, boo. I don't give a shit. Go on Miss Reds. She's coming back Monday. Corey, watch yourself, because you don't know who might pop up in Miss Red's box and show your shit. And I don't think your dad and your family would want to be humiliated with the things that you do. And Dean, maybe some of those people in my DMs that you tortured and terrorized over Instagram, they might come up and talk about, I don't know, Dean. I'm going to, see if they're able to do that for you. But other than that, I'm done with it. And post whatever you want. I don't care if I have me and Bella and Catherine in a box and it's 3 people and everybody fucks off. I don't care. I'm not here for the views. I'm not here. I don't battle. I don't fucking do any of what you guys do. I'm a threat to no one. I'm in Canadian rankings. I'm not even in UK rankings. So go ahead, do what you want.
You're in the fucking Canadian rankings. So I don't understand what's all this fucking hate against you. I mean, literally, I don't know.
Exactly.
I really don't know. And you don't want the 10 o'clock thingy because obviously you are asleep. You really don't.
I'll tell you what. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my alarm clock every morning for 5 a.m. and I will be sleeping, and you guys can talk about the FYP. How's that?
Yeah, but you keep saying that, but you never do it.
I'm going to sleep.
I checked the other day as well. You didn't.
I will be in my bed sleeping, and you guys.
That's how much she cares about the fucking 10 o'clock.
Exactly.
Don't care. She never.
Don't care.
He told her she was coming on the other
Yeah,
side.
she's been saying that for the next bloody for the last.
Hey, listen, I can.
She never do.
I can turn my live on at 5 a.m. and you guys can do the FYP. How's that? I will turn on my live every morning. I'll be sleeping and you guys can just all gather together. You can talk and you guys can discuss FYP.
Kali, you can start it. Kali.
Oh God, no, I'm
They're
not.
saying Bella can do it.
Yeah. I second that, Bella.
You'll be fucking
Yeah, I'd
bananas.
actually love to hear Bella do an FYP joke.
But
That
yeah,
would be banned if
that's
it
it.
was up
You know
to
what?
us.
Tomorrow morning at 5.
Exactly, Philippa. We leave anyone in the box. Anyone, not just. If you want to come in the box, you can come. Actually, do you want to? Here. There are a couple of boxes.
So if you hear me snoring, that's just
No, Angie, just leave your phone in another room, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, so people is not gonna if you snore.
I'm at work at
Yeah,
that
I will
time.
turn on my
Bottom bell.
light tomorrow morning
Do
at
you
5
want the
a.m.
box or no?
Who?
Bottom bell.
Button bells in the box?
Bottom bell, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a good person.
You know, I
But
like
I'm
bottom
just saying,
bell.
tomorrow morning I'm taking the 10 a.m. slot. Just so everyone knows, I'm going to take the 10 a.m. since you're all bitching that I'm not. I'm going to take it. I will be sleeping, but
I'm gonna
everyone in the box
I'm gonna open the FYP, the 10 o'clock one with the Ken song.
Okay. I am actually officially taking the slot. Thank you.